Hello, hello, hello. We are back and we're ready to keep going, I hope. So I've kind of looked into this map a little bit and I remembered its gimmick. By remembered, I mean WOD reminded me. Once you enter this, you just kind of start getting enemy reinforcements that just appear randomly in number and in quality. And they appear for a few turns, and it's not a fun time. So, with that in mind, I'm a little bit concerned about this chapter. So I ended up picking Shin as my wild card. Why Shin? I feel like there is a world where I try to take out, I try to go from outside of the circle to inside of the circle, take out the boss, and potentially use warp on Roy to get him in there. Granted, I don't have a warper now. If I were to do that, it would require promoting Ellen, which is not something I'm dying to do, but not something I'm actively opposed to either. So, we'll see. I really waited out. I remembered this chapter being really annoying. I feel like if you play it out legitimately, it just becomes a huge headache. Like, the same turn reinforcements can be just completely overwhelming, so... I don't even... At this point in the game, I don't know if my Armor Knights can take any amount of hits from anything. Like, even enemies that they have weapon triangle advantage over. 17, you definitely get doubled. Okay, so you can take the hit, but I also assume that they'd probably have crit chance on you. Oh my gosh. It's always nice when you're lugging around this much dead weight. Like, what do I do with this? She's basically, at this point, just my convoy. I just kind of load up items that I think I may or may not need on her, and she carries them around for me. That's, the beginning and the end of the Cath experience right now. I really hope Shin can do this, but I trust Shin. I really do. The last time he showed up, he got his redemption arc, and he was doing quite well at that. Oh my gosh. I should decide, right now if I'm going to buy anything. I think I will. I'm low on tomes for sure. I did get a nice little boost of income. I'm gonna buy 3 or 4 thunders. I'll grab a flux. I got my physic here, that's pretty handy. Buy 2 heals. No, I won't grab a physic. I feel like the amount of units you can use physic right now is still really low. Let's have Cecilia go to this one then. Oh my gosh, there's so much good stuff here. Let's buy a few iron weapons and then 1 or 2 killer weapons. Buy 2 javelins, that'd be nice. I feel like I'm just kind of at this point where I've got there are several weapons, weapon types that I'm kind of low on, and I've really been getting a little. Oh, I need to think of access to. I've really been kind of worried about stretching myself a little bit thin. Why are iron bows so much more expensive? I feel like IS really overestimated how good bows would be. I'll buy 1 killing edge and 1 killer lance, and then I think I'll stop. Yeah, I was looking at my inventory, and I was really kind of getting concerned about my some of my items, and even as I trade them around, a lot of items, I think that makes it really hard to assess stock and plan out what I need to buy in any given chapter, with my items all scattered around between a bunch of different units. And that's definitely the case, but my tome situation in particular, I was looking it over, and oh my gosh, this is really, really obnoxious out of the gate, and nice. Yeah, I was looking it over, and I was I really need to just get some stuff. I need to shop, really badly. Well, this is something. Okay, first of all, let's have Cal move back. It'd be nice to steal something, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. I think, especially with Cat's inventory being full anyway. Cecilia is nice, but I don't know if she's gonna do much here. kind of just hoping I can block this off and then kind of like slowly whittle it down a little bit. I'm not that worried about most of the enemies, but I feel like the promoted nomads are definitely cause for concern. Not 100% sure, but I feel like they tend to be quite irritating. My hope is that the unpromoted nomad will go for Rutger and just kind of block the hole off. Oh, I have animations on. Okay. Why do I have animations on? I should turn them off. Oh, wait. No. I don't know, man. I guess I flipped them on at some point last chapter without remembering it. I'm a mess. I think my allergy is really bad today, too. Whatever. Recording was like right after I got up. Like, maybe 30 minutes at most after I woke up, so I'm like still a little bit out of it. That's okay. We'll do fine, I hope. We'll do about as fine as I usually do, which means it's probably going to be a mess. That's okay. That's fine. What do I do here? This is already like a lot of pressure, like right out of the gate. Oh my gosh. Faye. She's just absolutely like she's another convoy. I mean, to be fair, what else are we gonna put on her except for like vulneraries and stuff I might want? What does Cecilia do here? Not amazing. Not amazing at all. Yeah, this is actually like most of my tomes right now. If you were curious about why I was specifically wanting to buy tomes, like this is like almost all of the magic I have, and it's not a great lineup. Hey, Gran. These enemies, dude, they're kind of tough. Try that. I just need to like thin them out to start. Okay, nice job. I am mildly concerned if I use Shin that he'll suffer from success. No, I think he'll be alright. They would have to like all go for him and all die, and then I would be worried. Because it's mostly the promoted enemy that I'm worried about. With that said, yeah, I definitely need to watch that rage. That is like... He will eat Wendy alive. Do I trust a Gren? No? She's pretty good, but she's not good enough that I really trust her in the face of that. I feel like this enemy is going to be an absolute menace. My hope is that he'll go for Rutger and miss, or go for Douglas and just no damage him. Not in love with this already. Oh, Armor Slayer, duh, yeah, I actually specifically noted that. I mean, it's fine, but... Yeah, I remember, like, noting that at the end of the last chapter, that I totally forgot. Great, nice. Okay. Might help. That would actually might make them go for, Douglas. No, I think they'll go for Shin. I think they'll see more damage on Shin. I don't know. I actually don't know what the AI prioritizes, like the ability to not be counterattacked or more damage. It might be that they, like if they see potential lethal damage, they would prioritize that, and then otherwise they would prioritize. I shouldn't have. Oh, I should have said that. It's fine. I'm really like I don't care that much about any of these enemies except for the promoted ones. Ow. For a second I thought Shin was about to get doubled and I was going to be really upset because Shin is like one of my better units. Oh my gosh, okay. I did not check that range. I forgot, I actually like really didn't take note of the fact that they can cross rivers. That is a big factor to keep in mind. Okay, this is not looking great. I'm actually really shocked that Boris didn't get just completely blown up though. I can't imagine a Gren can do that much here, unfortunately. This is tricky. Oh, Shin. If I were to... I get Brave Bow, I guess. I really want this gone. Okay, nice. That is a really good grid. I just don't want that thing on my side. Like, if they fully cross the river and just get free reign to kind of run around and cause havoc, then it's going to get really bad. I don't like that 1% crit, but I don't really have that much more of a, like, that much else I could do. Good dodge. Good crit. Should turn animations off, though. It's going to slow this way down. I feel like this is going to be... I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be like a really slow chapter or not. It's an interesting call. Okay, so what can you hit right now? I love how I just said that I should turn animations off, and I'm like very, very deliberately not turning animations off. Like, I'm so good at this. Yeah, I can definitely feel my voice. Like, I can feel like the allergy is taking effect. I'm like really self-conscious about it now. I would like to go ahead and heal, just to be safe. I know it's just 5 HP, but it's enough HP that I'm a little bit concerned. I'm also really weighing out the Ellen promotion decision. If I have taken stock correctly, which is it's entirely possible that I haven't, then I have something like 2 guiding rings right now, I believe. Maybe 3. I'll admit, I didn't like actually count. I'm just kind of like doing this off the top of my head, so I might be like totally off base. Sorry, I'm just kind of interrupted myself to plot some schemes. Do I care enough to actually attack with Igren though? Like, what does that actually get me? It would just put another enemy in range to move. I'd actually be fine if Douglas were to keep missing against this Lance Reaver. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna end and hope that I don't lose. Like, if Douglas wants to keep moving, I'm perfectly fine with... Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, I'm perfectly fine with, like, this whole configuration of enemies. I'm actually really impressed with Douglas. I've never really bothered to use him. Like, if I were to use an armor unit, then typically I actually train one, and typically it's like Wendy, if I'm being honest, but that doesn't happen all that often. So I don't think I've ever actually bothered to really use Douglas long term. Yeah, this is why I went ahead and healed Rutger, by the way. It's a little dicey. I don't know. I'm not that concerned about him, but I am a little bit. Yeah, this is. I'm actually really impressed by Douglas right now. I'm not gonna lie. This is okay. I'll take it. I actually was a little bit concerned about how the promoted enemies would do against him, but he's just kind of just chilling. Okay. I hate to keep burning through my like killing edges and brave bows, but I feel like that's probably my best bet. I just need to I need to take out as many of these promoted enemies as I can, like ASAP. Okay, let's make sure to go ahead and turn animations off. Nice. Okay. That is quite solid. Good level up, please. I'll take it. I'll take that too. Is that S? It is! Cushion! Oh gosh. Fine. Let's go with Gren. I'll go ahead and rescue her though. Actually, like, considering that Boars took the promoted enemy without that much trouble, I actually think that he'd be pretty okay to tank the non-promoted ones. But with that said, I'm not really dying to, like, check. Ow. Very rude. Okay, let's go ahead and see if we can. Well, let's go ahead and see if we can clean up. But I'm a little bit concerned about the shamans. Okay, well, let's first of all not keep using the brave bow so pointlessly. I hate that all of these enemies have crit chance. Like that makes it so much more like tricky than it needs to be. What do you have? Just flux. What's your res? 5. I feel like it'd be okay. No. No. I'm actually going to move right here. I want to be like in a better position before I just even start to worry about the shamans. Just in case. That low crit chance is just really weighing on my mind. They can at least contribute to this. A lot hasn't done anything in this map. I actually like kind of vaguely forgot he was there. This is really getting to the point in the game where, unfortunately, the lower tiered units are really starting to struggle. Like at all, like period. It's getting harder and harder to find spots to actually give them any amount of EXP, which is sad to say because I do like that's one of my favorite components of the run. Just using a bunch of low tier scrubs and trying to figure out how to get them to do anything at all. But it really is getting quite difficult, unfortunately. Well, unfortunately, that group's hard to move. I'm really trying to find a position where I could give some EXP to some of these units, like Wendy and Boar, and well, maybe not Boars. Lot would be nice. Like if I could get a lot of level or two, I'm not opposed to promoting him. It's gonna back off again. That promoted enemy is just a little bit too threatening for my liking. Let's go. I'll take it. I will take it. Strength would have been really nice, but speed is just always good on Rutger. He gets really overkilled speed, and defense, sure, I'll take it. It's a little bit frail. It'd be nice to be a little bit tankier. Oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? Don't really want you to get to CC. Don't really want you to get to Wendy. How do I feel about a Grant? I think I'll back a Grant off. What do you have? Short bow? Yeah, you're going to carry crit chance, like for sure. I think I'm just gonna end turn and kind of see what happens, which is like a lovely strategy. Like, just gonna hope. Tink, tink. I feel like these unpromoted. I feel like I'm really overrating these unpromoted enemies, honestly. Like the fact that it's like 9 strength. The fact that the 13 strength one couldn't kill boars is like really telling me that I'm probably thinking a little bit too hard about this, honestly. Like I feel like interesting. That's actually really clean if I land both. Like even the crit wouldn't kill him. Let's see if I can. Nice. Okay. Oh, I love GBA programming. Isn't that just fun? I love that they specifically didn't fix this in anything either. Effective against mounted units. So what is this game? Is that not a horse I'm seeing? Because I seem to see a little horse just jamming out at the bottom of the screen as this guy raises and lowers his bow in triumph against me. I seem to see a horse that is triumphantly trouncing around as the guy on top of him shoots in his portrait. I seem to see a little horse icon by the 18th aid. So tell me something, game. How is this not a mounted unit? Why is Lot not effective against this? Yes, I know that's a thing. I've known that's a thing for a long time. It's still really annoying. I'm actually like really curious. Like if I could bait one around, maybe I could do something with that. I just like really want to give EXP to my units who are in worse spots. And I'm like really like aggressively trying to find a spot to do that, but it's been really tough because there's been a lot of just initial pressure that I haven't really wanted to take risks, which I am a very risk-averse person in general. I think you've probably realized at this point if you've watched this much of my run. Let's see how it goes. I'm not worried about Roy. I feel like my Roy is still in the spot where he's pretty solid. This is so ridiculous. Okay, so you can now pretty much just have free reign inside of my base. I don't think I want that. Ideally, I would like it if the enemies would not be able to roam around my base as they please. Like I say base, like there's actually like any kind of base mechanic, it's just kind of there's a random spot in the grass that I happen to be standing in. I wish I knew how Faye did. I think what I'll do... Double check that they can't hit that square. Double check that there's not a Bermuda enemy that can hit that square, okay. I feel like I'm always so paranoid about like rivers and what specifically counts as a river and what specifically doesn't. Okay. So this is kind of blocked off-ish. I feel like this is quickly becoming really absurd. Let's go ahead and take one out if we can, which... Okay, there. Thin it down. Now, hopefully, with the two, I can find room to get... Honestly, I'm unironically considering Wendy EXP. Like, not even in a meme-y way at this point. It's more just, I've got a lot of Knight's Crests, and I'm sick of rolling Wendy and having it being a whammy. A lot would be nice, too. With that said, I think there are only 3 waves of normal reinforcements before they stop. Ow. So, I'm not super concerned about that. Like, if I can just get them out of the way... I don't know, man. This is so ridiculous. I feel like I feel like I didn't give this chapter, like, enough credit. Okay, well, I should have checked that. Wow. That is depressing. Rory is, like, so useless at this point as far as, like, damage goes. I knew it would happen. I mean, it's just how Roy goes in this game. But it's a little sad to see. There's no way you don't want to... Really? You don't want around? Wow. Granted, with the crit chance. Okay, so what I think I'll do... The old, fun, trap an archer in and poke at them strategy. Wow, you cannot... Well, I guess you are on the list, so... But... This is absurd. It's gonna be a chapter where I don't move out of my starting area for a long time. I can already feel like... Granted, it's already kind of happening, so I don't know why I'm saying I can already feel it. I honestly am starting to wonder if I should have taken Dorothy, but I felt like the extra mobility for the last stretch of the map would be useful, so... That's why I did not. Okay. Go ahead and get Roy out of there. Oh my gosh. Trapping him on a forest tile, not my best idea. Not my best idea at all. I'm so bad at things. I've said it numerous times, but it definitely holds true. I'm just a train wreck. Whatever, I guess. Let's actually get down here. I have a Gren back off, and I'll Chlorine back off. And Cath just continued just crushing this map. Can anybody stop Kath? I feel like at this point, a healer could stop Kath. Like a level 1 healer could probably wall Kath off pretty reliably. Yeah, I really do feel like there are, like, I know I'm kind of like making excuses for myself, but I feel like there really aren't that many waves of normal reinforcements. So that's part of the reason why I'm kind of okay just turtling this out a little. And I know it's like, oh boy, turtling, how fun, but enemies are scary. I sincerely don't know what I'll go for. Like, I mentioned it earlier, but I'm not actually sure if the AI prioritizes attacking safely versus just raw damage. They might see the crit chance on Shin as the ability to kill and go for him, but I'm not sure. Oh, jeez. I feel like WOD lied to me, because I feel like that was not noted on the reinforcements, but I might have just missed it. Well, this sucks. I have to move a little bit more quickly now. Well, now he's definitely going for Shin. No way he's not. Fortunately, my little training montage maybe. Okay, yeah, I can get to the river. Okay, so in this case, he must have prioritized not getting counterattacked, because there's absolutely no way that he had more damage on Douglas than Shin. Like, okay, I'm guessing that he saw that he didn't have lethal on Shin. I'm guessing, like, if the crit kill, like, would have been enough, he would have gone for Shin, is my guess. Let's go Shin. I will absolutely take that. He is Shin it to win it. My Shin is doing incredibly well. Okay, I'm unfortunately going to have to risk the crit. Yeah, whatever. As much as I really want Wendy and Lottie XP, I don't like this whole wyvern thing that's coming towards them. Okay. Sorry, I think I heard thunder again. It's been raining a lot on and off lately. Like, you know, nobody is especially interested in the weather in my random region of the world, but it's been very rainy for the past few days. And it actually like just stopped raining, so I'm actually not sure if it's starting up again. And the thunder accompanied, or if I'm just hearing things. What do you have? War Slayer? I feel like I trust Rutger to be fine here, but I'm a little bit concerned. Like, with how this enemy is currently set up, they won't move. They shouldn't move. They should continue to shoot at Rutger, which means that the promoted enemy won't have a spot to hit Rutger from. In that case, it's really just this one enemy who's not that threatening, and this wyvern who is a little threatening. Let's damage check to be sure. That's a lot. That's pretty high. I think that is thunder. I'm actually 90% sure that's thunder. 24 on 20 defense is 14. Yeah, I can't imagine that he'd have to get crit. I'm 99% sure he's fine. As long as this guy doesn't randomly decide to move, that's like the only point of concern that I have right now. But I feel like I'm happy enough with this to risk it, because if I move Rutger, then it gets a lot more complicated. I feel like at that point I would have to have Egren take his spot and kill this enemy, and then rescue her out. I just don't overly want to deal with the logistics of that, because I don't actually, like, I'm not counting squares off the top of my head to like check to make sure it all works out. I feel like this is just a little bit safer. Yeah, okay, so WOD definitely only listed like a few waves of reinforcements. I'm definitely sure that ow. Really hope that this enemy doesn't decide to move, but I just can't imagine a world where the enemy that's been shooting Rutger would decide to move. It wouldn't make sense, because I don't think there's another target in range right now. I am going to have to be a little bit concerned about Rutger now, unfortunately. So out of curiosity, what was the hit on that? Not like the most reliable thing ever. Like, it's not like mind-boggling that he got hit, but it's like it's a little frustrating. Okay. So now comes the fun part of, okay, how do I deal with all of this? Okay, that's really good that Cecilia can take this out. So let's see how. Okay, good, very clean. And 1 EXP off. Nice. I would really like to give some EXP, but I have to take these enemies out. And I feel like just getting a kill to one of these units is gonna be so hard. So let's go. Yeah, let's just go ahead and have Faye do it. Nice and clean. Oh yeah, Faye gains like a bananas amount of EXP. I'm actually going to double check WD because I checked it like right before I started this on my phone. I'm curious about what Ellen gets. Magic, nice. Okay, never mind. I actually like totally mistook this. Okay, that was on me. It's 3 groupings of reinforcements, but they all appear like multiple times. So that's where I was mistaken. Whoops. Which also means that turtling. Okay, I'm gonna have to like start pushing, I guess. It's occurring to me that turtling is like not going to work. I sincerely thought that there were only 3 groupings of reinforcements total, but this makes it that there are 9, I believe. If you try to pierce 3 times, but I might be wrong. I just kind of like spot checked that one. But yeah, if there are that many more reinforcements, then yeah, I think pushing is going to be better then. Because if I turtle this, I'm going to be here for like a month, and I would rather not be here for a month. It's already been 30 minutes, and I haven't moved from my starting area, so let's remedy that a little bit. So it makes it, with how they're staggered, it makes it a little bit tricky. Like I'm still like a little bit on edge, but I feel like pushing is probably my best play. I think you do it one range. Not the best. Not the worst, but not the best. Not quite. Really have to use like something better. Okay, I'm just gonna use Brave, I guess. Oh great. Oh great. Nice. Phenomenal. I really, really wanted to take that enemy out, like quite badly, in fact. Nice. Granted, that one was like very unreliable anyway, but this is not looking amazing right now. This all just went downhill kind of fast. Alright. Okay, hang on. I have a killer bow somewhere, but I don't, like, I feel like even that's going to be really unreliable. Where did I put that killer bow? You? No. There it is. I really don't like how this is looking right now. That's really not great. Nice. Can anybody hit this thing? Apparently, no. Nice! Excellent level up at Red. With that said, this isn't that bad right now. Unless I'm like really missing something that I go, alright, I'll do that, I guess. I love how I just said I was going to push and now I'm like, it immediately just fell apart. Like, nice. I feel like there isn't a situation where that promoted enemy can kill anybody. And given what I've seen in the AI, I feel like he's going to prioritize Douglas. Yeah. Good luck with that one, buddy. Yeah, I'm like right back to the point where I'm like, well, I probably need to retreat because unfortunately... Definitely need to heal Rutger at some point too. So I can't even hoping that Faye would be able to reliably kill this enemy, but apparently no. Okay, great. Heal Rutger up. I feel like I'm like really close to having a strategy, but then it just keeps kind of falling apart, and I'm like, as much as I really want to use that enemy for EXP, I kind of need that. Back off one spot with Douglas. I really just want to push, but these freaking enemies just keep coming everywhere. If you're curious, this is one reason why nobody likes Sakai. The main reason is that all these maps are really gimmicky. This terrible, once you enter, reinforcements appear randomly within the circle thing is terrible. Nobody likes to deal with that. Like, flat out, literally nobody wants to deal with that mechanic. You can and might lose the map off of just having a really inconvenient amount of reinforcements spawn in, like right on top of you. Or maybe you won't. Who knows? Granted, I suppose I shouldn't be talking about randomness on a run like this. That's kind of in the name of the game, so I suppose losing to getting really unlucky would be in style for me. Do this. That'd be a lot of brave. No, I considered it for a second, but that'd be a lot of brave bow uses. Ow. Okay, nice. By nice, I mean that was precisely what I didn't want to happen. Okay, that's really good. I was actually really counting on that not hitting. I was like, there's no way it's gonna hit, and then it's gonna be just a mess. Wish I could get to the bridge, but that's not that big of a deal. With that said, maybe it is a big deal. Please don't miss! Okay, we're good-ish. So disappointing. I would like to give Faye this level, but... this is so frustrating. I'm trying to find a spot where I can just push out of here, but between, those little shamans are just lurking right there, and then like all of this pressure that just keeps coming. It's like I just can't find a spot to do it. My team is not that great, unfortunately. I do think that Shin was probably the correct call. It was either Shin or Dorothy, but I felt like Shin EXP would probably be better because Dorothy's like doing really well. And I felt like Shin being... Granted, Dorothy has the boot, so the mobility isn't really that notable. Slay, like... Okay, so let's see if we can take this guy down. Another promoted one. Okay, good. I need to watch that. Let's go and check this damage. 10. Okay, so worst case scenario. Get crit for 24, and I'd have to get crit and then hit by this nomad and then hit by this shaman. I feel like that's really unlikely. I feel like it's unlikely enough that I'm willing to risk it. Okay, I didn't get crit, so I should be pretty safe. Not great. Take one of these down, or at least injure them. Okay. Didn't even look at that, honestly. I just kind of assumed that he wouldn't kill. I'm so good at this. Okay. This is so frustrating too because I really want to get EXP for these units that are like back here just starving for EXP, but it just hasn't happened. It's like I haven't found a good opening. Oh look, more reinforcements. Here we go. Thankfully, with these okay, I don't even want to know what weapon you're using, but I really hope it's not the frickin' brave bow. I'm gonna be really upset. Now, yeah, with the shaman's gone, I do have a little bit more freedom to finally push out. Oh my gosh, it's been 40 minutes in this spot. Okay, I'm fine. Still really can't find a good spot to get EXP. Okay, I'm just gonna killer bow. I just have a little extra shot, like in case I miss one, then I could try to crit the other. Like I'm saying that as it's already over. Nice. Okay. I feel like I mostly trust shit here, but I'm like a little bit concerned. So hopefully we can find a spot to push out, but I really don't. Like I feel like there's a very high chance that I'm going to end up retreating yet again. I'm going to push outwards from the top. If things get a little bit too hairy, then I can kind of just run back to my little safety hole. Which is a terrible way to describe this portion of the map, but oh my gosh, I feel like this map was not designed to like be this turtly, but like I don't know, there's just so many units, and my army, like I felt like I was really confident in my rolls until I started this, and then I was like, you know, Gren is not doing, like she's not really that reliable at actually killing things and taking hits. And so it's really just kind of one-range Rutger who's not amazing here, and Shin. Yeah, like I kind of like very quickly lost faith in my rolled team, and now I'm like, okay, well here I am, I guess. Speaking of here I am, I guess. I don't love the fact that this enemy started moving. Okay, his range actually isn't that bad. I think I should be able to just kind of... I want to say kind of clean up, but I'm like, I don't know about this. It's going to be such a long one. I felt like I was like, whenever I look at this map on WOD, I was like, oh, this isn't going to be long at all. This is going to be like a really easy one. And then I kind of remembered the gimmick, / saw it, and I was like, oh no. Okay. This map is... I don't think this is the most infamous Sakai map. I feel like that's the one where you have to guess the boss. Which, it's... If you don't know this game, and you're just watching along with this, guess the boss is exactly as fun as it sounds. Okay, good. It's gonna be really bad if he's using my Brave Bow and, like, burning extra uses. Oh my gosh. I really cannot think of a more apt way to describe that map than guess the boss. Because it is absolutely just randomized. Again, maybe Sakai was the ideal route to go for this run because it really thematically fits, fortunately. Maybe I should put the boss in the thumbnail. I don't actually remember what the boss is, but I think it's just another sprite I feel like all of the bosses in Sakai are sprite recolors of this boss. This game is like kind of infamous for reusing sprites. Like I get it, like you. Oh, okay. I was like a little bit concerned for a second. See, Faye is like tanky, but it's the fact that her HP sucks that makes her like really unreliable at tanking, unfortunately. In that, out of curiosity, yeah. See, if she can take damage, she goes down so quickly. Unfortunately, this is with Cecilia. I can injure him with Cecilia quite a bit. In that chapter where I got Zeiss and Hugh, I was like, oh, she's doing so well at tanking, and then I put her in range of that silver bow enemy, and then unfortunately, while she is doing good at tanking, she's not doing that good, and yeah. Fine, I'll reave the... Oh my gosh, no, never mind. I was gonna say, I'll reave the Reaver. No. Okay, nice. It's getting kind of dicey. I'm not sure I like it. where's the next promoted enemy? Are you one of the moving ones, or are you one of the non-moving ones? Like, it doesn't matter. Let's just do this. Let's go Faye. Nice. Can't ask for that much more than that. Yeah, we'll take it. Nice. Didn't expect that. I really want to surround this enemy, but I don't know what's going to happen, unfortunately. I will say Gren has been a solid role. Like, I know I like literally just mentioned that she was a little bit disappointing right now, but all things considered, I feel like she's at least doing more than the majority. Like, with how many units I have that have just totally like fallen off, I feel like Gren is at least kind of like a refreshing unit. I don't know what I'm saying. I feel like I had some kind of point in mind, and then it just quickly fell out the window, which is very much on brand for me. Hey, Wyverns, what you doing? Stupid anti-grinding Wyverns. That's what I'm calling them, because that's what they've been. Every time I start to, like, grind, it's like, there we come, we're the Wyvern squad, we're gonna really wreck your day. Almost out of water already. And I'm, like, so far off of beating this map. Oh my gosh. Nice. I definitely, like, Shin needs healing, like, super badly. Nice. Cecilia. Alright. Cecilia is not particularly good at stats. You might ask, like, why is Cecilia considered a good unit if her stats are just kind of, like, objectively, like, not amazing? This position kind of sucks. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to back off, unfortunately. Yet again. Yeah, you might be asking, like, why is Cecilia considered good if her stats aren't that great? Oh, that's really good credit. Just coming in and being able to... She's like... oh my gosh. She's almost like if you used and promoted Chlorine, but honestly probably slightly better statistically. Like, she comes in and she can heal on a horse, which is inherently just a good thing to be able to do. And oh my gosh, I feel like I'm trying to, like, sum this up, and my points are all scattered. She hits hard enough that if you really need her to finish off an enemy, she can usually do it. And just having extra staff utility and extra damage, like to poke if you need it, or just whatever else. Like, she's just kind of all around solid, and you get that without having to train her at all, and that's what makes her like a really, really solid unit. Like, if you've trained a bunch of units, she's probably not going to be the best unit in your army. Like, if Cecilia is your best fighter, things might not be going great for your army, honestly. But she is good enough at everything that she's always a pretty good unit to slot in, I guess. That's the best way to put it. Curiosity. Okay, so that's a lot of range. I probably need to kill all three. With that said, I don't know if I can kill all three, so... We're gonna do that. That's a lot of it. Oh my gosh. This is so hard. With just... I basically am down to, like, 4 fighters in this map, and I've got so much dead weight that I'm trying to protect. I did mention it, but I have kind of softly committed to keeping everyone alive. I'm not, like, if it comes down to it and someone has to die, and, like, I'm just gonna 15. I don't love that. If all of them are okay, War Slayer. I don't I don't actually know if Cecilia got the worst. Sorry, this is gonna take a little bit of planning. Let's see if I can just whatever, dude. But yeah, I feel like with just how few fighters I have at this point, it's like it's hard. Very coherent points that I'm making. Please hit. Okay, I have to get that enemy out of the way, like, for sure. Oh my gosh. Is Faye, like, a lot better than I give her credit for? I don't use Faye. I feel like I always just take a look at the fact that her uses are so limited, and I'm like, I'm not using that long term. Just gonna run out of uses, which might be a mistake. Okay, so this should mean that we only really have to move out of range of this enemy. That's okie dokie. I'm not that concerned about Shanna. I think she can take a hit from one of the archers. I did give her the, whatever the stupid shield is called in this game, shield. Very technical definition here. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm like taking so long. Like I really didn't want this map to be like this. Yeah, the point I was trying to make earlier, as I struggled to use words, as is my nature, just with how few like actually competent fighters I have, it makes it so much more difficult than I expected. Like at this point in the game, like I knew that the end game would be like this, where I had a lot of dead weight, but I didn't expect it to be like this oppressive about it, I guess. There's a lot more planning, like just in terms of like, there's so much sheer volume to the enemies that I really have to start planning a lot more like effectively than I have to like in a normal run. With that said, it does make it a lot more interesting. We're definitely getting into the late game at this point, and it's... I do feel like in some regards this run has gone too smoothly. I uploaded an episode last night, and it was the episode where I got Percival, which, again, indicates how far behind I am on these uploads, which, like, good job, mate. And, well, okay, to be fair, it wasn't, like, I uploaded it, whatever, like, it wasn't technically last night that I uploaded it, but, whatever, it was, like, the night before yesterday's release, and, my friend watched it, and I was like, oh, so what'd you think of it? And, his exact, okay, well, I don't remember his exact words, I guess I shouldn't be literal there, but his general impression was, oh, it was a pretty standard episode, not much to say, and I'm like, I feel like it's really hard not to read into that, as it basically saying, okay, that was really vanilla and boring, and I'm like, sitting there like, okay, thanks for the input. Don't get me wrong, like, it's not his fault, it's my fault, but I feel like portions of this run have just gone way more smoothly than I was really thinking they would, so maybe dramatic chapters where I'm just really struggling are fun. I'm gonna start clearing the rest of this map, because this is getting, like, just completely absurd. Okay, good. Like, I have to watch the circle, and, I'm not that worried about this eclipse, but I'm, like, just very slightly worried. Let's... I hope the reinforcements are done, but there might be one more wave of wyverns. Ow. But yeah, I just recall that feedback because I think of like, as I'm self-conscious about playing poorly, I think about that and I'm like, maybe I needed to spice things up a little bit. Maybe I need more maps where I'm just struggling and everything goes so poorly. Please be a lot of XP, 13. That's not bad, but not as much as I was hoping for, admittedly. Granted, with that said, as of now, that specific friend has not seen the, some of the episode, like the episode where I got Douglas, or well, where I had to keep running from Douglas, and the episode where that stupid freaking Pillar of Light Tower, that whole fiasco. So maybe he will be more interested in the run. I'm so mad if Eclipse hits. Yeah, I don't actually know if these houses give anything, like, at all. Like, I flat out don't know if they give anything, or if they're just... Maybe they give, like, vulneraries or something. Like, I feel like that might be a thing, but I don't know, man. It'd be really nice if I could, like, hit some of these. Or just, you know, whatever. Okay, I will at least try to get one channel level up off of these. Oh my gosh. It's fine, but it's a little bit scary. Like, Eclipse is, if I'm not mistaken, it's the one that, yeah, just reduces your HP to 1. So it can't kill. I'm not, like, concerned, but... Just seeing an enemy get to, like, a frail unit like that, I'm just gonna kill this so I don't have to worry about it. I'm just kind of seeing a situation where he does hit, and then I have to, like, really scramble to heal, and just get it out of here. Not gonna deal with it. Okay, so let's keep chipping with Shanna. I'll do that one more time, and then I'll give the kill to, like, Wendy. I came into this map plotting so much more than what I accomplished. Like, I was plotting getting Wendy, like, a bunch of level ups and maybe promoting her, and then it just... This was not... Okay, well, strength is nice, if nothing else. This was not the map to train, unfortunately. Just didn't end up happening. The enemies were a little bit too strong to risk putting my weak units in range of. And... I don't know. So, new problem. The Circle of Death. I don't know what it counts as entering the circle. I sincerely do not. So I'm kind of, like, being a little bit cautious here. The question becomes, do I promote Ellen to be able to warp Roy into range of, like... The play would be to send in units, like, it would have to be especially Shin, so I guess I'll check Shin's damage before I commit to any of this. I would have to get... I'd have to, like, reliably one-round the boss, Monke, with Shin, and then warp Roy, because I don't think that... I don't think there's a situation where Roy can walk to the throne and take it in one turn. That would be, like, if I had Elfin, that would work, but I don't have Elfin. I actually very, very, very briefly considered taking Elfin as my wildcard for that specific purpose. But it occurred to me that I would probably need more combat, and in retrospect I was 100% correct, so... I did something right! Yes, if you don't remember what I mentioned very early on in the episode, once I officially enter the circle... Oh, that's really gross. Once I officially enter the circle, enemy reinforcements will start appearing. And they appear at random points in the circle, and there could be random numbers of them, and they can be promoted or unpromoted. It just comes down to luck. How fun. Nice. Just love it. Shit. Curiosity. B, damn it. I was really hoping that it was C. I did think it was B, but... Okay. So I have one of two plays here. Probably shouldn't move Gran up, but play one, I really just risk everything on it, like getting very lucky on this. Not really my ideal play. Risking everything on getting 130 or 29% crit. That does not sound fun. So that leaves me with play 2. What is play 2? Have you guessed by the fact that all of my units are running away? So WOD did mention that the randomized reinforcements stop after a few turns. What does that mean for me? Oh, I didn't heal off of these? I actually sincerely thought I did, but okay, sure. What that means for me is that I think Douglas can just kind of wait through the reinforcements? Question mark? That was a really high-pitched question mark. Oh my gosh. I'm worried about them appearing on the top, but I feel like that's a lot of range. Hey, I'm in your circle of fun now. Please don't kill me. I actually don't know if that counts as like entering the circle or not, but I'm assuming the fact that they didn't appear means it didn't. So this should prompt them. It's gonna be a long road to finishing this map. Yeah, woo! Oh my gosh, please don't tell me they can get like to the top. This is why I put Douglas here. You know what? I will give him a javelin. Interesting. I'm actually really... Do they only appear while I'm inside the circle? Because that actually is a little bit different than what I was anticipating. I thought that just prompting them would... Huh. Alright. Okay, so let me actually open WD Balcap. I've still got it open on my phone. Okay. This is where the uncertainty kicks in. Okay. Enemy reinforcements. Randomly. It seems that when you are inside the circular area made by tents... Okay, so that does imply that I have to be specifically standing within it to keep the reinforcements spawning. Okay. When you're inside the circular area made with the tents, a few nomads appear, or the promoted class, but randomly in their quantity and their starting places. It seems to happen for 4 turns only, or doesn't happen after a certain turn. Thank you, WOD. Don't get me wrong, WOD, fantastic resource, but there are times when it's like, I really wish that you would give me information that's a little bit more specific and definitive. That would be nice. Okay. Why are the enemies not spawning in? That's my question. My other question is if Douglas is this tanky, can he just kind of walk up to the boss and kill him? I kind of wonder. I'm kind of okay. Out of curiosity, I'm just gonna do this like the really lazy way. 4 and you quad with no crit chance, and that's weaker. I shouldn't, right? It's extremely tempting. I'm just gonna be totally honest there. The temptation to just try to beat the boss and like hope for a few lucky hits is like really overwhelming, but if there are only 4 rounds of these reinforcements, then that's not that... I feel like I said it's not that bad, but I'm just kind of like looking at just how many enemies are going to be back on this map an hour and 4 minutes into it. I was really hoping that Shin would be able to reliably one-round Monke, or at least have a better crit chance than what he ended up having. That was the primary reason why I took Shin as my wild card. Fortunately, it just didn't pan out. I got lucky on that one. Let me just say, randomized same-turn reinforcements are not a fun mechanic. I'm just not fond of this. Like, it's a good thing I have Douglas here, but like, imagine if I couldn't like reliably tank these enemies. Like, just the ability for promoted enemies to come in and ruin my day is like right there. Whatever. So let's Douglas has been a freaking MVP here, dude. Like, oh my gosh, this is just like... Don't even have anything to follow that up with. So what I learned about the enemies earlier kind of implies that I was going to put Shin there to... Okay, just won that turn? Nice. Maybe they are... Okay, new theory. Maybe they aren't random, and maybe they just gradually diminish as the map goes along. Maybe. I mean, it's... Like, maybe it's just... It is 4 turns, but they just get weaker each turn. Or maybe it is random and I just got... Like, that they just happen to appear in that specific order for me. This is so ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's equip the Javelin and see if I can, like, get some enemy phase hits to, like, slightly speed this whole process up. So are the reinforcements done? Because I think that was for 4 waves. Let's go, Douglas! If you got more defense, I would be like extreme. Okay, no. I was gonna say if you got more defense, I'd be like extremely tempted to go and start tanking the boss. It should roughly be 3 times 4 damage, so 12 with no crit chance. And that's not that bad, but it's also it would wear him down. Oh my gosh, this is just so absurd. Let's move Shin down a little bit. Friggin' kill the boss and conquer, and I'm still worried that there are more reinforcements. The fact that the WOD was so uncertain about this has me just a little bit concerned. Like, maybe it isn't only for 4 turns. Maybe they're just, I don't know, man. 4 turns seems likely, like, from what I've seen. I will say this. I mentioned before that I almost never go to Sakai, and that I usually try everything, like, I try my best to not, to go to Ilya instead. And I feel like I am very vindicated in that decision at this point. Like, I have 1 map into Sakai, and I'm already like, oh my gosh, so burnt out on the Sakai experience. Okay, so I feel pretty okay sending Shin in range. He's reliable enough that even if a few enemies do pop out and run for him, then they should be okay. With that said, it's definitely appearing more and more like the enemies are done. So, I'm curious if a crit would have killed him there. Because in prior instances, the enemies specifically didn't target Shin when he could counterattack them. And the fact that that enemy did makes me think that they saw a crit as possible enough that they were willing to try for the kill. That's interesting. I'm making a lot of inferences here. I honestly, if I'm being totally honest, this is like so embarrassing to say as a long-term Fire Emblem player, but I really don't pay that much attention to the AI's patterns. I usually just kind of take things turn by turn and kind of just make guesses and assumptions, and that is like such a bad way to play this series, but maybe doing this in video form and like being more like under a microscope will make me more prone to analyzing mistakes. If the reinforcements are done, then yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna... Shin should be good to take 2 shots. It's 16 times 2. I have this weird feeling like if I put Roy in there, we're gonna be like, aha! Now there are even more reinforcements! Oh yeah, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have skipped that. That was a boss combo! I just kind of like, was just like, yeah, whatever. It's expecting like a generic boss dialogue. Well, whatever. If you're curious about that conversation, read more on the wiki, I guess. Sorry! Curiosity. Yeah, rip. So she needs to be over 32. Okay, just barely. Okay, now it's the generic boss dialogue that I'm skipping. Yeah, if I could hit some of these. This puts me in a really awkward spot. Do I... Cecilia can't heal enough for this to be safe, unfortunately. I could actually wear out his brave bow. There's an elixir that I could have stolen. I'm not moving my thieves down here. No way. I guess I'm just going to have to get through 2 turns of drone healing, unfortunately. I say thrown, but it's not really... Whatever. You know what I mean. I'm moving Roy in here. If there are reinforcements that only spawn when Roy is specific... Oh my god, yeah, of course they're going to... Duh! I'm so dumb. Oh my gosh. I was just looking at the elixir, and like, I'm just surprised that he's using it. Oh my gosh. I'm so bad at things. Have you noticed that? I feel like I've called attention to that a few times in particular, and it definitely remains true. Okay, so, slight adjustment to the plan. I am actually going to switch to the killer bow and crit fish. I just want this map to be over, dude. It's gone on for so long. Okay, didn't get the crit, but that's an interesting HP range. I'd have to hit 251s, and that doesn't sound fun. I'm just gonna heal an enemy phase yet again. Like, as long as I'm above 32, I'm not in any danger. Granted, there is a reasonable shot that he'll elixir this turn. In fact, I think it's quite likely, but whatever, it's fine. Yeah. That's what I was assuming was going to happen. I just want to play this safely. This map has been a lot. I'm very annoyed with the Sakai experience already, and I'm not even to the really tough maps. Nice. I feel like the crit isn't that unlikely. Can we just, like, land it, please? Like, that would be nice. Gotta keep that 32 in mind. Okay. I just don't want to lose the map at this point. Like, I feel like this is such a slow way to take this boss on, but... Nice! Okay. Take that. This was a nightmare. Pretty good level up, though. It's like cap strength. Actually, I don't know if caps are, no. Close, though. It's gonna be like 24 or 25. I don't know caps offhand. Do I want to take this out of Beyond? I guess I could. Like, there's no reason to leave it there. I'll see if a Grand can kill it, I guess. I just want this map to be over with, dude. It's been so long. Oh my gosh. Yay! I should have sent like a lot or something, but whatever. Oh my gosh. Again, that is not the name of this chapter. I did look it up. That is actually like specifically an Ilia chapter that whatever. I really hope I get good rules. This map sucks. I feel like this is like one of the better Sakai maps, but it's still a Sakai map. Okay, this time we'll be getting 13 spins. May the wheel be merciful. That is a really interesting role. I've mentioned before, Geese is one of my favorite characters in this game. Geese, I took him as a wild card early on in his run. He did not do well. He was terrible. I kind of haven't seen him since, and I kind of haven't wanted to see him since. I'll take OJ. Is there a world where I give Geese the old favoritism? Maybe. Where's OJ? OJ's a really nice role, at least. There's Mr. OJ. It'll be interesting. I guess I'll see how Geese does here, but this map is pretty tough. Melody! I was actually really certain that that was going to be, Sophia. Melody, great unit. Mine's doing pretty well. She's great in general. I'll take it. Bartray! Always pretty solid. He is, like, absolutely, like, the filler of this. But he's good filler. Like, I feel like he comes in... Where is he? There's so many units at this point, oh my gosh. I feel like he always comes in and does pretty good whenever he's around, so, like, I'll take it. This has been a pretty solid set of rolls overall, I've got to say. Faye! I wish it had been Zeiss or Percival, but... You know, Faye's doing okay. She's still got 27 uses left. I feel like unless she comes up every map, I feel like her weapon uses aren't going to be that much of a concern. Ray! At one point, I was strongly considering taking Ray's wildcard and or promoting him, but he has not been around in a while. Level 12. There is a world where I promote him, but I don't know that it's going to be this world, honestly. Kind of wish that would have been Klein. Gonzalez! He's shown up a few times lately, but he has... I don't think any time that he's shown up he's actually done anything, so... Maybe this will be his big turnaround. It is getting really hard to use some of these underleveled units, unfortunately. Marcus! That would have been a good roll like 5 chapters ago. At this point, less so, but... You know, there are worse rolls. Chad! Chad is pretty okay, but he's falling off a lot, and it's probably not going to get any better. 4 spins left. Really need a healer. That's, like, my #1 priority. Plus side, if I don't get one, I can just kind of take, Oh, nice. I'm so glad it didn't take over. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say if I didn't get one, I could take Hugh. Ellen is still kind of creeping closer and closer to the idea of promotion, but... I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna, like, definitely take stock on my guiding rings. Yes! Oh my gosh, I was so worried that was about to take over. The legend! Okay, this is gonna be a good map. I feel like this team is really good. Like, this is probably one of my better rounds of spins in a while, and it's only getting better. Here's Zeiss. Wow, should I, like, go and enter the lottery really quickly or something? Like, what's happening? Okay. I'll take it. I mean, I'm so, like, after how this map went, I'm so fine with some good luck. Whatever. Barth, I haven't seen you. Oh my gosh, it's been forever since Barth has been around. I think he's only appeared once. Cool. So, I got a healer, I got some right units, I got kind of whatever. Got a good promoted unit, got a good promoted unit, got a good promoted unit, and another one, and this alone, this whole segment is enough to carry the map. I could just give Zeiss and Melody their support, and, oh my gosh. I think Zeiss is kind of doing better here. Considering he's 3 levels behind, whatever. Ray is going to be an interesting call. Like I said, I was at one point considering taking Ray as a wild card on the desert map and trying to promote him, but he has not appeared at all. Like, I think this might actually be the first time he's been rolled, which is, like, really crazy, because he's been around for a while. Barth was really tanky at one point. He might promote, but I feel like I keep saying that and then not doing it. Geese. That's going to be a tough call, because his level ups have been bad. He's one of my favorite characters in this game. There was a lot of temptation to give him favoritism and try to promote him, but I don't know if it's going to happen. I actually might, like, sit down and compare his stats with Gonzalez's and see, and then promote one of them. Because I feel like I still do have, like, a lot of promotion items, and it is getting to the point where I probably need more promoted units as the unpromoted ones start to get tougher and tougher to use. With that said, if I'm remembering this map correctly, which I might not, there's a lot of, like, long-range stuff. Maybe not. I feel like I remember this map being... If nothing else, I remember the initial parts of it being a lot to deal with. I thought I remembered like bolting her. Maybe okay. Maybe I'm mixing this up with the following map. But that said, there are some status saves, so restore will be useful here. Oh no! Oh no! It's kill. There's an infamous boss for you. Well, hopefully Dorothy can take him out. We'll see how this goes. I'm happy with these rolls, if nothing else. It's gonna be really. This is not the bitter cold, let me tell you that. I love how the Sakei maps have been like terrible, missing no text that's just super cursed, and then just Ilya names. So nice. But I'll figure this out. I'll see what I want to do as far as my wild card goes. Interesting call there at this point. Sorry, I was planning on ending it, but I'm actually thinking this over a little bit. I feel like Shin is high enough level now that it's probably he's not like essential to take. It might be Hugh. No, actually this might be a good map to take Elfin. I haven't taken Elfin in a while, and I want him to get more play, and I feel like yeah, it's actually almost certainly going to be Elfin, now that I think it over. I feel like Elfin would be good here in general. It's either Elfin or Hugh, and I'll make the call depending on how I feel, but Elfin has a pretty good shot. Anyway, this has gone way too long. If you've watched this far and seen my turtling in action and my terrible strategies and all of my mistakes, then thank you so much for watching. It's been fun. I am bad at this game, but I'm having fun. So hopefully I'll catch you on the next one, and just have a great day.